Have you ever tried to learn a roller skating skill and it felt way harder than it looked? You might not be bad at skating, you might just be learning roller skating skills in the wrong order. Because yes, there is an order, not a strict, boring order, but most skills are built on top of other skills. And if you skip the foundation, the fun-looking skills can feel way harder than they need to be. So in this video, I'm going to help you figure out if you've jumped ahead and what you need to practice instead. Okay, so let's talk about how to figure out what order to learn things in. So here's where a lot of beginner skaters get caught. You see the fun-looking skill first, and of course you want to try that. And that's usually the stuff that makes skating look really exciting in the first place. But sometimes what happens is you jump straight into a skill that you saw online without realizing there are a few skills underneath that you need to learn first. And yes, it is the less exciting stuff. It's the things that don't always look impressive in a reel, but make a huge difference when you're actually skating. And then you try the fun-looking skill and you start thinking, why can't I do this? But the real question is, what is the skill built on? Because most skating skills aren't just one skill. They're a stack of smaller skills working together. So if something feels harder, the answer isn't always to keep forcing that same skill over and over again. The way I like to think about beginner skating is in layers, not strict levels. You can still experiment, you can still try things because they look fun, but if a skill keeps feeling scary or messy, that's when I want you to go back a layer. The first layer is safety. Boring, I know, but hear me out. Do you feel safe on your skates? This is doing things like standing up, bending your knees, rolling forward, slowing down, stopping, and feeling like your skates are in control every time you put them on. Because if your body doesn't feel safe yet, it's going to be really hard to learn anything more complicated than that. Your brain is thinking, fun, let's learn a new skill, but please don't let me die doing it. So safety always comes first on skates. There is no adult that I know goes skating and wants to get injured. The second layer is control. Can you actually control your skates? This is where things like bubbles, weight shifting, turning, toe stop control, 1 foot balancing, and gentle edge control start to actually matter. Because now we're not just asking, can you roll and skate? We're asking, can you guide your skates? Can you tell them where you want to go and when you want to slow down? And if you're new here, hey, I'm Tracy and I help beginner roller skaters build confidence step by step without taking all the fun out of it. Because skating is meant to feel good, not stressful or overcomplicated. It's movement, it's exercise, it's that little bit of freedom you don't always get in your everyday life. So if you're learning as an adult and want things broken down in a way that actually feels doable, hit subscribe. I upload new skating videos every Sunday. The third layer is bigger skills. This is where things like backwards skating, transitions, crossovers, pivots, and simple dance skating steps start to come in. They are the skills that people are most excited about, and I get it. They are definitely fun, they look impressive, but these skills sit on top of the safety and control layer. And then the fourth layer is flow. This is where you start linking skills together. You can move from one skill into another without your body fully analyzing what you're going to do first. And your skates just start to become an extension of you. This might look like dance sequences, smoother fluid crossovers, spins, footwork, transitions into backward skating, or just feeling very flowy and relaxed on your skates. So again, these layers are not strict rules, they're here to help you troubleshoot. Because if something feels impossible, you can then ask, what layer might I be missing? I want you to remember, if it feels hard, go back one layer. Not quit, not give up, just go back one layer and try again. And this is how I teach the skills inside my Roller Skate by Sunday online program. It's not just here are a bunch of random tutorials and good luck. It's more, let's build safety first, then control, then the bigger skills, so your skating has something to build off. So let's go through a few examples of skills you might be trying to learn and when it might make sense to go back a layer. Because I don't just want this video to be theory, I want it to be something that you can recognize in your own skating. Let's start with backwards skating because this is one of the biggest goals I hear from beginner skaters. A lot of people think the way to get better at backwards skating is to just keep trying to skate backwards. And yes, eventually you might need to practice the backward movement, but if every time you try and your feet get stuck and your body gets all stiff, the answer might not be more backwards skating yet. You might need to go back one layer because backward skating is built on smaller skills like forward bubbles, weight shifting, toe stop control, and being able to check where you're going. So if your forward bubble still feels rushed or your toe stop still feels scary, backward skating is probably going to feel way harder than it needs to be. So instead of thinking I need to practice backwards more, go back one layer. If my students in class are struggling with this, we always take it back a step. Another really common one is crossovers. Crossovers look smooth and controlled, so of course you want to learn them, but if crossovers feel terrifying, the problem might not actually be the crossover itself. It might be that your body doesn't trust the skills underneath it yet, because a crossover isn't just putting one skate over the top of the other. It's turning corners, it's holding a curve, it's shifting your weight, balancing more on one skate and trusting the foot to support you while the other one moves. So if those things feel uncomfortable, trying to force a crossover can be a lot. And the better order would be to do corners, curves, edges, weight shift, 1 foot balance, then the crossover step. By doing these simple control skills, when you come back to doing a crossover, it usually feels a lot less like you're throwing yourself around the corner. Another place this shows up a lot is roller dance or dance skating. You see someone doing a little dance sequence. It looks fun, it looks smooth, but then when you try it, suddenly your skates have no idea what's happening. You feel really messy and your timing feels off. And it's really easy to think, I don't have any rhythm. But a lot of the time, roller dance feels messy because you're trying to copy the same shape of the move before your body understands where the weight is supposed to go. Because roller dance isn't just steps, it's weight shift, it's timing, it's balance, it's being able to move slowly without panicking. So the wrong order would be trying to copy a full dance sequence before you feel steady in shifting your weight. The better order would be side to side weight shift, stepping, adding rhythm to your skating, and remember, small and slow with dance skating is your best friend. So if you're taking one thing away from this video, let it be, if something feels hard, just go back a layer. But now you understand the layers to get to those big goals. And if you feel like you've been jumping between random tutorials and you're not really sure what to practice first, I'll link my free beginner workshop down below. I walk you through the 3-step framework. I teach my students to help them build confidence and make their practice feel a lot less random. And if you want help with your backward skating or crossovers, I've put 2 videos on the screen here for you now. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you over in that next video.